Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. Hey, there it is. Some weird technical difficulties there. It kind of almost like sped up a little on the sound on me. Kind of messed me up. Yeah, it was really weird. But we're here, man. Yeah, we made it.
All right. How's your week going?
It's Tuesday. It just started, I'm going to say, but I think it's going pretty good. I didn't think I'd be seeing you today, actually. I thought we would potentially do a Wednesday get down, and or I was prepared to do a solo Frank. I was gearing up. I had a
solo
whole docket on chemtrails. I was going to do 3 videos on cloud seeding. It's going to be spectacular, man. Just a whole deep dive.
You're welcome, all the listeners. Don't! I'm just kidding. They all want to hear about the chemtrails. They all love the chemtrails.
I gotta say, here, 101 degrees, absolute heat dome being unleashed on us. And it was glorious in the morning. It was a blue sky. And then, of course, because we can't have anything nice in Colorado, we get one day. Summer's finally here. It's August 4th. We finally have a day of summer, sunshine, no clouds, heat. We got smoke, wildfire smoke, completely
from
blank.
Canada?
Oh no, this is there's one in the Grand Canyon. There's another one in Arizona. Got another one in Utah.
At least you're getting American smoke. We're getting fucking Canada smoke.
Oh man,
all week.
That's terrible, dude. Yeah, the Canadian smoke. It's French smoke. That's no good, man. Yeah,
it's just got an aura about it, you know?
It crosses his legs really tightly. That's all I know when it comes to that. But yeah, so we had some smoke, started to clear away, and finally I'm coming home. I'm like, nice, a little sun. I haven't gotten any sun in like 12 hours. I need some sunlight here. Chemtrails. They're just blasting away now, left and right. So
they got you.
Back to the chemtrails. But we're here. It's Tuesday. I'm happy now that I don't have to be outside and pissed off in my hot yard, sweating, cursing at the clouds. I'm here with Mike, hanging out. We're having a good time, enjoying the great oldies. Mike, graduating? Are you now a plumber? Are you Are you the official rod father now?
Not yet a plumber. I don't even plumb.
Just rod. You're just rodding out there.
Be a plumber if you don't plumb? No, I don't. No, but done with the day school. Now it's like 18 months of like 1 day a week. You go at night for 3 hours.
Wow.
And then,
is this nighttime, like midnight, 2 in the morning, 10 o'clock? Well, like, what are we talking nighttime here? Like 6 p.m.?
Like 4:30 to 7:30.
All right. Afternoon school.
We start at 6. I know you people. I know you office people.
Oh, man. Not me, man. I'm a transportation office guy, so I'm
eating lunch at 10 o'clock, you know?
11 for me, my man. I'm in the office 6 a.m. on the dot every morning.
Yeah, it's a great time to start.
I love it, actually. Yeah, I'm a big fan. Unfortunately, I don't get to leave early. Like, a lot of people start at 6, get off at 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what's nice.
I go to 3 o'clock, unfortunately. But I get a nice hour-long break for lunch where I could do whatever I want. Sometimes I can stretch it a little, you know, if I'm feeling it. But, you know, get the hour break. Take care of some stuff.
Lunch.
Yeah, if I skip the lunch, I'm just sitting on my ass in the office. So I got to take the lunch, get myself a little life outside.
Skip the lunch, take the hour early.
Nah, it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. Yeah, not a union guy.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
So it's interesting. You have been on this journey now several years.
Since 2019.
2019.
Because I couldn't get into the union because I didn't know anybody. I couldn't get a letter of recommendation. So 2019 was when I started like actually plumbing, working for Roto-Rooter. But at Roto-Rooter, you have to do it for a year before they'll even consider you for the apprenticeship.
Wow. Ridiculous.
So I was doing it for a year. It took 14 months just to become an apprentice. Wow. Then I was an apprentice for 2.5 years. Switched to the union, and then the union was like, nah, you got to start over.
Right, because they got to screw you, take all your money.
I hate the fucking union, yeah. They didn't mind taking those fucking dues, though, every month.
That's right. Yeah. So
which they no longer do monthly. Now it's like a percentage. It's like so much money per hour you work. So now they get you on your overtime hours too.
of course. Well, they had to figure out a way to
Bullshit.
screw you further when Trump announced he was not taxing the overtime anymore and all that stuff, right?
Yeah,
So,
well, they did this years ago, but
oh, all right, nice. That was
Bullshit.
preemptive screwing,
preemptive.
right?
We knew the tariffs were coming.
We had a
These
feeling
tariffs.
5 years from now the economy's gonna be really good with Trump in his second term. So let's screw everyone now. Let's start charging them percentages.
Yeah.
Interesting
So-
though.
Long story short, I'm 6 years into a 4-year apprenticeship. Because the state of Illinois requires 48 months of an apprenticeship before you can take the test.
Wow. All right. So it's
So-
been 48 months now. Interesting.
No, it's been 60 something.
A lot longer. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. I imagine starting in 2019, that technically speaking, a lot of things may have changed in that time frame, even from just an education perspective, how you teach people. I bet you there's new methods, probably
So
more
what's
eco-friendly
crazy is-
technology.
What's crazy is we were just talking about the other day, like in 2019, when I first started, we were doing water heaters, 40-gallon water heaters for like 15 to 1800.
Right.
And right now, your material cost is 1500.
Oh, Bidenomics. I got you.
Yeah, but-
Yeah, that
now
makes
you're-
sense.
Now you're charging 3,000 to 4,000.
Wow.
Yeah,
So prices have changed.
everything's changed. Yeah, a lot changed especially during COVID.
Absolutely. You know, Emma was going to school in 2019 for nursing. She was getting into the whole nursing thing.
Wow.
That's how much the world has changed in that time frame.
Changed
And
a lot.
one of her final papers that she did was a paper on vaccines, which is crazy. This is 2019 that she had to do it, and vaccines were not necessarily top of mind for most people in 2019. Top of mind. So
Yeah, everybody just gave them to their kids.
I remember her telling me stuff back then that seemed controversial, and she was bringing up things that she had heard from like Jenny McCarthy and all these other people who were the known anti-vaxxers.
Jim
Carrey. Believe it or not, Robert De Niro. I can't believe I'm saying it, but there were yeah, man, there were a lot of anti-vaxxers back in those days. And then because of the pandemic shutdowns, they screwed Emma on her credit score for the nursing school. And she was going to have to retake some stuff, kind of like what you had to do, essentially. And she basically said, fuck that. I don't want to wipe old people's asses anyways, to be totally honest, so I'm just going to not become a nurse.
So I'm going
She
to go into the
dropped
weed
out.
industry and make 3 times what any nurse makes.
I'll take 6 figures as a weed salesman, right?
Fantastic.
It worked out for the better. It was a great reset for many of us, but years later.
God, it's so annoying.
But what was crazy is then it turned out like 2-3 years later, 2022, 2023, Emma's digging through the piles of old notes and stuff she was talking about in her classes as she's arguing her parents and our parents over not taking this experimental gene therapy. And we're trying to tell people we love, like, look, Emma was literally just studying and doing a research paper on vaccines. They literally just changed the actual definition of vaccines within that time frame. And Emma's like, you people are crazy. This thing isn't even a vaccine based on my own research I did in college 2 years ago. And that information might as well just be burned in a trash bin, man, because it's totally useless now. It's incredible that you could teach an entire college course and bring up a whole crop of nurses based on this definition of vaccine, and then COVID happens, and looks like we're going to change the definition and totally rewrite how we teach all these people. It's pretty insane to think about it.
Little Orwellian.
A little bit Orwellian,
Especially
yeah.
for the group of people constantly talking about it.
Yeah, man. But
You know?
2019, we were in a whole different world, man. None of us were
Yeah,
thinking
it's
like,
crazy.
I should hold on to this Encyclopedia Britannica with the original definition of vaccine, just in case the government decides to memory hole all our information and rewrite history.
Man. What a different world 2019, huh?
It is a whole different universe when you really start to think about it. I mean, like 2020 is its own existence.
Yeah.
There was no other time before or after that is similar to the year of 2020. The great slowdown, the shutdown, the hold down.
No lockdowns.
Not a lockdown. It's a slight down. But
yeah, it kind of bled into the next couple of years, though. It was actually kind of just 2020 to 2025. Like until Trump won in 24, actually.
It sort of feels that way. Like Trump came in and maybe that's when reality started to bleed back in. The more I've been looking back on it, I keep thinking like, man, 2020 is so isolated in this weird place. I can't connect to it as a functioning adult right now. Like, you know, it's kind of, you ever think back to yourself, like, even like high school, you're like, who was that guy?
Yeah, I think about it all the time.
What was that guy thinking?
Different man. I think about that with the army. Like, I was a totally different person.
Exactly.
No way that was me, you know?
I do not recognize that guy back in those days, right? But I look back now, 2019. Who is that, Frank? I don't remember.
Young fella that
so naive, watching Morning Joe and, you know, hanging out and loving the liberal lifestyle in Boulder, Colorado.
Elizabeth Warren has some great points about
That's
the
right, man. I think we're ready for a President Pete Buttigieg. Don't you guys? Come on. This has a nice ring to it. You know?
I was never down for that.
No, nobody was. Nobody was.
Too far. No, but that is crazy.
Totally different guy.
They're bragging about all the crime statistics going down in Chicago because it's like it went down by 1/3 this year. But then when they showed the chart, it's like 2019 is here, 2020, 2022, 2023 is off the fucking chart.
Yes.
and then it just started to go back down, but we're still above 2019. You know?
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
It's so crazy, dude. I just think we can't recognize ourselves from that time anymore. We really can't recognize our country. Even just if I shrink it down to this microcosm of Colorado and Denver, dude, 2019, Denver was not number 3 in auto thefts in the country. I'm telling you right now. Like, actually, it wasn't even something people were thinking about in Denver. Like, 2019 Denver was a whole nother world, man. And here we are 6 years later, and you got to remove 2020 because I keep isolating 2020 as this phenomenon of a moment of time where we suspended all normality. They were right with the new normal. That was a new normal that we hopefully never see again. But, dude, the lockdowns, the 6 feet distance, the George Floyd Summer of Love race riots.
That's what I mean. That was crazy.
Portland was under siege by Antifa for 58 days straight. I mean, 2020 was really insane, dude. Like, all just in itself, really bizarre. Then Joe Biden stole the election. And I don't want to say normalcy returned in 2021, but they decided to let us start engaging each other as normal people again in 2021. And that's why 2021 is when we started going, everybody had a wedding, and we traveled everywhere. We finally got out there again in 2022. And then 23, 24, I think that's when the actual normalcy started to come back in.
21 was like you were going to weddings in Florida.
Only Florida. Yeah, I went to 3 in Florida.
In Tennessee. Like Chicago and Illinois didn't really open up till 22. Or like late 21.
Maybe. No, I would argue 2022. Same with Colorado. We were still dancing on the lockdown stuff. And
because I remember looking at the news like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yes.
You know what I mean? We had Mayor Lori Lightfoot out there like, we're still in an emergency.
I don't remember the day they announced in Colorado the masking was over, but I remember the day before I got kicked out of a place I was doing a delivery because I was wearing my bandana up to my mustache. And the guy was such a piece of shit, and he like wouldn't stop telling me, "Do you mind? Do you mind covering up? Do you mind, bro? Hey, bro, let's be safe here, bro." And I'm like, dude, midnight, we're ending this retarded charade. Do you have to push me right now? And of course, by that point in 2023, I was having none of it from any of these fucking morons, dude. I was over it. And especially because we had a marker, midnight. Man, I'm burning every mask in my neighborhood when that fucking happened. So I'll never forget it. I gave the guy lip. He gave me lip back. I gave him further lip. I'm banned from that store for the rest of my life. But you know what? Justifiably so, and I never take any of that back. Absolutely not. When it comes to being a rebel, I was a full-blown rebel in 2020, 2021, and 2022. I hated the masks, man. Unbelievable.
And all you people that took the shot, you would have supported the Nazis.
Yes, you are the Nazis.
Yeah,
you're the modern Nazis.
Man, they love telling you to wear that mask. They like that guy at that store, like they just loved that power.
It felt so good, dude.
Man, what's wrong with those people? I never wanted it, like, to tell anybody to wear a mask. You know what I mean?
I kind of feel bad for those people because it's now been about 2 years. Where are they getting their jollies off now, man? They don't have anything anymore. You know?
The No Kings protest.
No Kings. And then these are the same losers that call and complain that they got misgendered by someone dropping off a pizza box to their place. Right. You know what I mean? Like these are the people that are like, oh, this guy misgendered this other trainee that I'm not a trainee, but it offended me because of this person.
There's anything wrong with it.
That's right. I lost it. Dude, we flew too fast to start the show. I didn't prepare properly, unfortunately. Let me see.
We contracted.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Brownie, you're doing a heck of a job.
Well, I didn't.
So we contract to a company from Indiana to like clean out the sewers. They got the big vac truck.
Oh yeah,
and it was really funny. They were like, the other day, they're like, "Where'd you move to Indiana, man? How you like it?" You know what I mean? And I'm in the middle of telling them, like, it's nice. The whole, like, no gay flags anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty cool. It's just American flags everywhere. Anyways, this lady fella just happens to start walking by. And we all just kind of looked at him, her, and I'm like, that's why Indiana's better. I haven't seen one of those. It's so true. You just don't see it, you know?
Here, you engage with them at most dispensaries. Yes. Not most, but a good majority of dispensaries now, they're in the management positions in these places.
Yeah, dude. But it's insane that I'm at Walgreens. I'm just trying to buy some gum and a drink. You know what I mean? And yes. I gotta sit here and pretend like this dude who's bigger than me. I'm only 5'7", so this guy's huge compared to me. You know what I mean? With like a 5 o'clock shadow and lipstick and a dress, and I just have to sit here and act like this is cool. It's totally normal. With like weird piercings, you know?
Damn, dude. Yeah.
I don't know. It's crazy.
I know what it's all about here, only because my guys are always encountering it. You know, I got these drivers, and typically transportation fellas like to mind their own business, keep to themselves. You know, they like to be on the road, mingle as little as possible with other folk. And these are the guys cruising around the state, and then they pop into a joint, and it's a lady fella, he, she, them thing. And now I got to watch my P's and Q's and see where I'm crossing the I's and dotting the T's, you know, and it's just like all this stuff now. And you're putting simple folk in a really difficult position with this stuff. That's all I'm trying to say. But the woke thing, man, I was getting excited about where we are culturally. It was feeling like, hey, you know, we got Trump, we're Trump dancing, it's feeling good, we're moving in the right direction. We got blondes with boobs and no penises selling jeans. I mean, we're in a really good place right now. Maybe that means culturally, in like TV land, things will improve. Maybe I'll start seeing white straight men in commercials. Who knows? And no, it's not going to happen. I know it won't happen. Yeah, that's. And then I saw that right now, this is a kind of a big tumultuous moment in time for SNL. They're on their summer hiatus, but end of July, early August is when they inform the cast who's returning and who will be let go and all that stuff.
Ooh.
And so there's a lot of speculation out there. And I was getting down with it because, I like SNL, haven't watched it that much in the last couple years. Their cast has kind of lost me a little bit, but they're starting these contracts talks.
Is that the Asian guy that got Shane Gillis fired?
It is, yeah. That's
the guy that nobody remembers, but
Bowen
knows
Yang.
Shane Gillis.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So
I really hope they fire him.
a lot of rumors that Bowen Yang is on the chopping block. It's a very diverse crowd that they got there. But you could argue that the wokeism really is kind of what's been leading to a lot of people tuning out and refusing to turn back in. So I thought, let me give a gander here, see what they're talking about, what they're planning on with this new season. Maybe they see the writing on the wall and they're going to try and reach out, get a new Shane Gillis, something like that. And of course, I was disappointed. According to this article, casting, though, is already underway. According to multiple sources, the show's been hitting the key improv hubs in recent weeks with a specific mandate: performers of color, especially women.
Oh my god. Wait, scroll back up to that picture. You have 100% women.
I know.
It's all women. I don't see a man in that picture.
That's a feminine-looking crew, no doubt about it. The manliest one is wearing that dress with the bow tie, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
The only one I wouldn't mess with. She's crazy.
Yeah, so
it's insane.
They apparently got the memo loud and clear at SNL and NBC and the like, and they decided, you know what we need in this cast? More people of color and more chicks. So
more chicks. You only have 2 dudes.
I know, dude.
No, come on. You only have 2 guys in there.
I can't remember what I was listening to, but they brought up Janet Reno. And do you remember Janet Reno? She was the Attorney General, I believe, back during the Clinton years.
Yeah, I can't picture her, though.
Yeah, Janet Reno.
The name, man, that was real big, right?
She was the first, was it Secretary of State? I can't remember now. I might have it wrong. Yeah, she was the 78th Attorney General of the United States for Clinton. I got her right up here from the Wikipedia. Janet Reno.
Not the prettiest.
It's a homely looking chick, no doubt about it.
Loved for her mind.
Was also quite enormous. And so back then, SNL, they would do political stuff as well. And this was when Clinton was caught up in his affair with Monica Lewinsky. And he used to Linda Tripp, she kind of why the whole thing went down, allegedly, with Monica Lewinsky. But then they'd always bring on Janet Reno, who was played by Will Ferrell, which is absolutely freaking hilarious, dude. Yes, man.
That's hilarious. Poor Janet, but that's hilarious.
Poor Janet, yeah, and Linda Tripp. But I was thinking and reminiscing on the old SNL, how when they used to be funny, dude, they used to have dudes playing chicks, and it was freaking hilarious when Will Ferrell would be Janet Reno. It was really fucking funny. And then
it was funny when they had Melissa McCarthy play Sean Spicer.
Absolutely. It was hilarious.
Being funny like that, you know what I mean? They should have had a dude play Kamala. That would have been hilarious.
Absolutely, dude. And that's why when I was reading this article and seeing what SNL's planning, I'm like, you guys are never going to be funny. You'll never understand what used to make you funny. You're now going to hire more chicks and more Bowen Yangs to be on your cast, which means you'll never do something hilarious like Will Ferrell as Janet Reno or Melissa McCarthy as Sean Spicer. You guys will never tap into that again because you're going to be way too sensitive to offending people in your own writer's room, let alone the viewing public.
Well, now you can't even do that because now it's kind of making fun of trans.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they're never going to do it again.
They're done. They're cooked.
But when I reminisce on it,
hey, Colbert, make room on that shelf. SNL
That's right.
Is coming to join you. No! We got 4 women and 2 somethings coming.
Crazy. Oh, man, crazy stuff. But we're living in woke times, and
Has fans buzzing.
everyone's bent out of shape over the whole thing with Sydney Sweeney. And then did you see the news, the breaking news that came out yesterday? Sydney Sweeney has been revealed as a registered Republican in Florida.
Dude, that Trump clip is so fucking funny. But he's like, what's that? She's a Republican? I think that's a fantastic ad. I didn't know she was a registered Republican. If that's the case, he literally says, if that's the case, I love that ad.
Yeah, me too, man. Absolutely.
Dude, he was, whatever you say, he was born to be a politician.
Yes. Yeah.
Everything he says, you know what I mean? Just,
he's
I
hilarious.
don't know. They hit him with these off-the-wall questions, and he just answers them so, just on point. That's an on-point answer.
It's true. When you see Trump in action, especially, we've discussed it multiple times, my favorite Trump is him getting off the plane and he's walking across the lawn. He just starts shouting at the press, and then it just turns into a press corps situation where he's doing a press conference.
But I don't know who, I forgot what they asked him about. They asked him about some like obscure case, like in Missouri or some shit. And he was like, he's like, I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't heard anything. I wish everybody well. It was so funny. It was like such a good answer, you know?
Yeah, but seeing him in these moments when he's, commanding the press and just nailing the answers even for things he doesn't even know, we're witnessing a man born for this moment.
Yeah, yeah.
Strangely,
yeah.
Did we need any other signs of divinity from God when the 8 bullets whizzed past his body and he didn't die? I mean, this guy was made for this moment in time, and it's kind of cool to watch it unfold, right? And
it's crazy.
It's great that he's a fan of Sydney Sweeney, who's now officially a registered Republican, which means she'll never act in a Hollywood movie again.
Never done.
Her career's over.
That show you were talking about, canceled.
Canceled, dude.
Canceled. Done.
But then the follow-up, that reveal online, a clip was floating this morning of Sydney Sweeney just dominating a shooting range with a pistol in her hand, just like, oh man. So it's game over for her Hollywood career.
Yeah, she's done.
Which is okay. She's going to do just fine without it, especially since
she
now...
She should run for governor of Florida.
I agree.
Yeah,
that's right, man. Yeah. That's a great call, actually. Her and Riley Gaines, they can do like a split ticket, or Riley Gaines, lieutenant governor.
Lieutenant governor,
yeah,
like
man. So there's this woke movement. We have the woke backlash with Trump. We have this culture war going on. Sydney Sweeney declared Republican. Everyone's loving it. So we need a clapback, Mike. We love the clapbacks,
you gotta clap back, man.
I couldn't figure out why everyone was so obsessed with this the Sydney Sweeney ad for American Eagle jeans, but now I think I know why.
All right. Beyoncé has fans buzzing this morning, all thanks to this new ad for Levi's jeans. So while the collab with the denim company is a nod to her Cowboy Carter song.
And did you notice...
Is she a white girl now? No, dude, I had to watch this video like 3 times. This fucking Levi. So to prove that black women are better than white women, they got a black woman who has turned white over the years somehow. Look at her. Her nose is all different. I was looking at pictures of her from 2000.
Yeah, man. From her Destiny Child days.
She was a hot black woman.
That's right. Yeah.
Now,
she's lightened the skin a little. The blonde hair. This is what threw me for the loop. Because I thought the whole focus and the obsession with the Nazi propaganda that was Sydney Sweeney was the blonde hair and the blue eyes. It was the most Nazi symbolism you could think of, man. And now we're going to clap back. We got our own black supermodel princess Queen Bey, and she's here with her own blonde hair. So
with a wig, with a fake hair. It's crazy.
I know it's only been like 6 months of MAGA. Can we start claiming cultural appropriation for the white folk? Are we there yet? Can we hit that mark yet? Not yet. All right. So we'll let this
had the
slide.
white boy summer. That's okay.
We'll keep the white boy summer.
But no, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Nobody's more jealous of the black woman's wig game. They nail it with the wigs.
Good call. Yeah.
We bald white men can't pull that off.
I think you could pull it off.
No.
You'd end up, wig.
Look ridiculous.
I feel like the wig game's at a better level these days.
But yeah, you look ridiculous.
But isn't it, you can not tell, or, I feel like they're doing something better with the wigs.
You could tell.
All right. You can tell. You can
But
tell.
That video is hilarious. She's practically white, and she's doing country stuff. I don't know. I don't get it. And the whole thing about the Sydney Sweetie, correct me if I'm wrong, she was wearing the jeans the whole time, right?
Yes.
This one, she spends half her time in underwear. It could be a Hanes commercial.
We've got a little more here.
Song.
You know?
The ad has fans speculating about what comes after Beyonce's country
Oh,
era.
never mind. They just speculate. I forgot. Yeah, good call. Yeah, that she's just she's. You're saying she's doing lingerie too?
She's like walking around in her underwear. Yeah,
Where is it? Oh, here it is. Here I got it.
it's really crazy.
Now I see. Well, now she's on a horse. I love that
we're horse action.
we got Epstein going on, but we're talking
Commercial
jeans.
shows the star arriving on horseback, only to leave the bar on a motorcycle. So as far as internet commenters are concerned, Beyonce maybe could be releasing a rock album next. It's long been speculated that.
All right.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, because she did country. Now she's taking back rock and roll. It's all making sense now.
Okay. We'll see.
Nice.
Then we'll all be racist for not liking it.
Yeah, exactly. Is that the plan? I think so, right?
Yeah. Good job, Beyonce.
I'm happy for her.
What did you guys prove? I wonder if Levi's is going to sell out now, like American Eagle did.
It's just funny to me because she's posing the same. Why did they have such a problem with a white chick doing one of these when they knew they had a black chick coming right down the pike? Can't we all share?
They got this black chick. First of all, she's like 50 years old. So we got this like black 50-year-old lady that we turned white with editing. This is
Unbelievable.
gonna show them.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. She looks good, right? I think it's we're in that
Okay,
world
but
now.
she's not hotter than Sydney Sweetie.
Right.
She's a 43-year-old woman.
Exactly.
That's, I don't know.
Is that all they have on their side now? This is just this whole obsession with the race war that started back when Barack Obama was president. Has got to stop, man. This is ridiculous. Can't we all agree that they both look? All dudes out there right now would be lucky to have either one of those chicks in their lives, dude.
Yes.
Like,
Whatever woman they're married to, they would leave them for either one of them.
Yes. Yeah, man. So I don't know. I just think it's the cultural. Maybe this is the end. Maybe this whole Beyonce with the Levi's, Sydney Sweeney with the American Eagle. Maybe people now are like, this has gotten really silly. We're splitting hairs now with the race and the jeans. Can we just wear jeans and get on with our day and enjoy our lives?
And she didn't say she's got the only good genes. Like, her having good genes doesn't mean Beyonce has bad genes.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
It's crazy.
It is absolutely insane. All right, good. I'm glad we got that in there. I was nervous that people were going to consider us bigots and racist for spending so much time on the
Can't
first
be
one.
racist. Beyonce's white now. That's crazy. I don't know when that happened. You know, kind of crept up on us.
It's the Michael Jackson effect, man. The more famous you get, the less sunshine you get. I think you're just cooped up in your house. She might live in a region with a lot of chemtrailing, my man.
Yeah, she must live in Denver,
That's right, dude.
where they complain about no sun.
Beyonce would never lower herself to live in a place that never hosted slaves when they were performing music back in the 1920s. Right. So she wouldn't live here. Come on, man.
Makes sense.
Come on. Well, Mike, we're grooving along. I can't believe we got the jeans in there. I thought that would be the one that skipped it. We missed so much from Sunday.
I know. How did we not talk about the insider trading?
Which is fantastic, right?
This is so funny. It was so funny because Trump was literally like, we need to stop talking about Epstein, send some nuclear subs to Russia. Let's do anything we can to not talk about Epstein. And then they're like, we're going to end insider trading. He's like, All right, let's go back to talking about Epstein. You guys want to talk about Epstein again? He's more mad about the insider trading than Epstein.
Dude, so Josh Hawley, did I say that guy's name right? He like put out a bill to end insider trading, and it's basically, it was bipartisan, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Well, you could really tell who's insider trading and who's not.
Right. Because
just by the response.
There's a literal app for it, if I'm not mistaken.
That's true. Which actually, as good as Nancy Pelosi's doing this year, Inverse Kramer is killing it.
Dude, he's at like 81% or something like
no,
that.
It's like 20-something.
Really? Oh, man.
Oh,
Maybe I
dude.
misread the statistics there. But yeah, Inverse Kramer, nothing beats Inverse Kramer.
Maybe all-time 80%. Because he's just the last few years.
Especially this year.
It's up 15% right now.
That's amazing.
Pelosi's up 9%. And then Citadel, like an actual hedge fund managed by experts, is up 3%.
Wow, yeah. Holy cow, man. Inverse Kramer. I like that they have a channel dedicated to following the markets. They have hours upon hours of individuals there breaking down and, letting you know what's going on and giving expert advice. And their premier expert guy, Jim Cramer, he just basically runs a show where if you do the opposite, you will be a millionaire.
But he still has a show for 10 years. It's crazy.
It has to be the reason. Maybe he's in on the whole thing himself. Maybe he's the biggest, player in the Inverse Kramer world.
Oh, good call.
Like, maybe he's putting out these bullshit calls, and then he's doing the opposite, and we've now caught on to the game.
He's the guy telling everybody, there's no way the Packers are going to win. There's no way. And then everybody bets, give him better odds.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I love what happened with him and his call he made back in, like, May or whatever. He's like, he predicted basically a market crash, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Similar to 1920, and then it literally did the total opposite, like complete opposite. If you would have bet on the opposite at that point, you would have made a lot of money.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's actually up 20% this year.
That's fantastic,
The
dude.
stocks are up 15%, but we've cashed out 5%
All right,
in gains. Crazy.
I got two things on the stock market thing. I have just the one-on-one with Jake Tapper and Nancy Pelosi, and then I got a rundown with some Trump quotage and the Nancy Pelosi thing as well.
Nice. I mean, we finally found something Nancy and Trump agree on.
It's this and Epstein, believe it or not. I actually have a clip of Nancy Pelosi from like 2 or 3 weeks ago on CNN, and they're asking her about the Epstein list, and she's like, we really have way more important things to be talking about and thinking about, and, Epstein is just at the bottom of the list for us. So, yeah.
Her husband's on that list.
Insider trading and the Epstein list. That's where her and Trump. Yeah, we'll do the rundown. You might not like it. I'm going to throw it out there.
Ooh.
And I think
Jesse
you know
Waters.
it.
God.
Wolf of Washington could be in big trouble. Investigators might finally get a peek inside Nancy.
You know what
and
it is? I
Pauly
think I just nailed it. Because in the show Friends, Ross was like the most unlikable guy.
Yes.
And then this guy's like a worse Ross.
He does look like Ross. He just blew my mind, man.
He's like a dumber, worse Ross.
Yes, dude.
And also the least likable guy at Fox News, which is crazy because they have Sean Hannity.
Dude, great call, man. I never connected the Ross from Friends.
Yeah,
Wow.
worse Ross.
I can't watch this guy anymore. You ruined it for me.
His earnings sheets.
Nancy Pelosi should be investigated because she has the highest return of anybody practically in the history of Wall Street. It happened she knows exactly what's going to happen, what's going to be announced. She buys stock and then the stock goes up after the announcement's made.
Nancy heard the news and ran to CNN on a busted hip, but Tapper treated her like Biden on debate night.
Nancy Pelosi became rich.
Why do you have to read that? We're here to talk about the 60th anniversary of Medicaid. That's what I agreed to come to talk about.
Yeah, but I wanted
what that means in the...
All right, sure, Nancy, let's change the subject. What do you think about the Epstein files, then?
I can't talk about that now. I drew on my happy eyebrows. Jake, I don't have my serious eyebrows drawn on. You know?
It's amazing how her face with those eyebrows matches up perfectly with the original Bozo de Clown. D-Clown. Bozo Duck Clown.
It's beautiful.
It's literally the same face.
Nancy, you need to stop getting facelifts. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Allow yourself to age a little bit there. It's okay. We know how old you are.
Election.
I wanted to give you a chance just to respond. He accused you of insider trading. What's your response to that?
That's ridiculous. In fact, I very much support the trading of members of Congress. Not that I think anybody's doing anything wrong. If they are prosecuted and they go to jail. But because of the confidence it instills in the American people, don't worry about this. But I have no concern about the obvious investments that had been made over time. I'm not into it. My husband is.
I'm not into it. My husband is.
Yeah, throwing the husband under the bus, man.
That's obvious. It's my husband, and we never talk.
That's right.
We never talk.
He's busy with the pappy at his place. They're hanging out in their underwear, breaking windows.
With male prostitutes. Yeah, what happened to the pappy?
He's in jail, dude. That guy's gone
right.
forever, man. Forever. Nancy Pelosi trying to answer, but not answer for the stocks.
I love how she didn't even want to talk about it. It's not even interesting.
No, we got so much more we can talk about, Mike. Come on,
We're here to
man.
talk about the 60th anniversary of Medicaid. Get the fuck out of here. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Oh, man.
But do you see how she was like, Jake, that's not what I agreed to talk about. I agreed to talk. Like, they're used to CNN just being in their pocket.
Yes,
not
great call.
asking anything hard. Why are you even asking me a question? You should be. We're here to talk about Medicaid, 60-year anniversary.
That's a great catch, man. It actually really shows a little behind the scenes action there, where she's kind of alluding to, hey, I thought we already game planned what we were going to discuss here on this propaganda channel.
I told you what we were going to talk about. Yeah, there's a reason I don't go on Fox News, because they're going to ask me questions like you just fucking asked me, you know?
Oh, man. Insider trading. Nothing's going to change with this, right? I mean, I doubt they're going to push anything actually through. This is how...
You're just going to get somebody to trade for you.
Exactly. Yeah, this is how they all make their money, man. I mean, it's the only way these people can stay in power indefinitely for the rest of their lives.
Forever, dude.
Yeah, I mean, that's how AOC went from being a lowly bartender and server to now being a multimillionaire, right?
I don't know. I heard she was in debt.
She might be. I heard I don't know how it works.
Herself in a little trouble.
How do you get into the private plane game if you're in debt? I'd like to find myself an avenue.
I think that's why she's in well, that's taxpayer money.
Okay, so you got to use
assuming.
tax. Right. You got to use, maybe the DNC pays for it.
You got to write it off.
It's
all about the write-off. You know?
You don't even know what a write-off is, my man. Come on. Yeah.
But they're writing it off. You know? They know. They know.
They do, and they are writing it off, and it probably is in the form of our taxes. I can only presume.
Oh, I always assume we're paying for it.
Yeah, same with me, pretty much.
Just like I'm sure we're paying for these assholes from Texas to come here and hide from the vote. They do this like every 5 years. The Democrats from Texas. Did you see this?
I did see this,
so
actually. I thought I saved an article headline for it.
Because they came to Illinois to protest the gerrymandering in Texas. We are the most gerrymandered state in the union. Our map is retarded. They literally keep a little strip of land in the middle of one of the highways in order to connect two Hispanic neighborhoods.
Oh my god.
It's like I don't know if you can pull it up. The districts in Chicago or just Illinois, but it's ours is literally the dumbest.
I saw similar ones all over the country, actually.
Oh yeah, they're all like that.
Let's see here. I could probably. Let's see. Is this showing it right? I can't tell. Is that right? Am I showing the one? No. Oh,
No,
I'm not showing the right one.
Texas Dems ripped for cartoonishly dumb strategy. That's so stupid.
It was very cartoonish and silly,
So
and
stupid.
they went to hang out with JB Pritzker, which is super funny. I don't think this is the districting.
He's definitely doing.
Is this it or
No, what is that, like the wards?
Oh, it might be the wards, yeah. So you're saying we're talking Jerry, not community.
It'd be congressional districts.
All right. So basically, they set it up so that way Republicans never win. Is that...
Yes, so that I think they said Republicans in Illinois got 43% of the vote, but they only hold like 13% of the seats.
Oh my god.
So
okay, I got an idea of what you're talking about now, and I think I could put it up on here, hopefully.
So they're really able to yeah.
Wow.
You see that one in Chicago though? You see how there's like that tan and then it's like right next to the 8?
Yes. Yeah,
okay.
It's near DePage. Yeah, it's like a sliver of land.
It's like a weird little
right
sliver.
here.
No, but I don't know if you could even zoom it. It's literally like not even a house is on that. There's like a connecting, because it has to be continuous, you know?
Oh, I got you. So there's that one little line there.
No, like right under the 8. You see how those two areas are connected?
Yes, there's right
here. There's literally like this half-mile sliver of land.
You can see it. Yeah, it's as far as I can zoom, but yeah, right there above DePage under the 8, there's just this
literally it just goes around a black neighborhood. It's like 2 Hispanic neighborhoods.
I'm assuming it's this green southern part that's the black neighborhood, and this guy just goes.
I believe the 8 is the black neighborhood.
Elgin area here. Yeah, okay. All right.
Oh, no, never mind. I'm way off.
You got the sliver down in here. Well, look at these.
I'm not even looking at Chicago.
You know what's crazy is the 5, the number 5, it's pink, and look, it just kind of snakes its way through multiple regions of the state.
Yeah, that's where you got to look close. That's Chicago.
And then I like number 1 here. It's a sliver of South Chicago proper, and then it just branches out and takes a huge chunk.
We're just gonna go up here so that we include these black Republicans into this area, so they get overwhelmed by these Democrats. Yeah.
My favorite one, 13. Number 13, District 13 seems to be my favorite here.
And then look at 15 just goes around it.
That's right, man.
15 is the U, and 13 is like it's crazy.
Oh man, Illinois is just so over. They're never going to change this.
No.
Now, I was under the impression that most of Illinois, outside of this Chicagoland area, was actually kind of Republican. Is it not Republican down there?
So I think that green, what is that? No, that's why they have it that way, because some of them end up going Democrat.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
My point is, you guys are coming to the wrong fucking state. Like, we're no better than Texas, just the opposite side of the coin, you know?
Yes.
It's so stupid. They did this like 5 years ago.
Yeah, this is really funny stuff. And the best part for me about all of this, Mike, is whenever there's bad news nationally, you can guarantee yourself either Jared Polis or JB Pritzker is involved on some level. And of course, in this whole retarded debacle, JB Pritzker right in the middle of it all.
He's going to run for president for sure.
Dude, he definitely is. I used to laugh at you for it, but he's on every He's on the show, what is it, Meet the Press every Sunday?
Yeah, he's everywhere. He's going on everything. He's doing everything except running Illinois.
Right, which you would think you'd want to do. You know, you think if you wanted to run for president, you'd run on the merits of what you accomplished previously as a governor or a senator.
But you can always depend on California to outdumb us, because their governor is running on the fact that, look at the state I've been running for 10 years. It's a disaster. Somebody's got to fix this. Who's in charge here?
Yeah, we gotta hire someone to clean this up, man.
This is crazy. We need to do something about the homeless, the immigrants.
So this whole thing was very funny. Mike, you're right on the money in the article itself. Pritzker, two-term Illinois governor, is seen as a potential 2028 Democratic Party White House hopeful. He's been accusing the Republicans of cheating. And he's quoted in here as saying Texas Democrats were left with no choice but to leave their home state to block a vote from taking place and protect their constituents. This is a righteous act of courage. All right, JB. Yeah.
Dude, it is crazy. Every fucking building I go into, there's a Pritzker on the board. There's a building named after Pritzker. Not necessarily him, but like
his
Pritzker
family. Yeah, that's old money, man.
They are just everywhere in the city. Everywhere. Every building has got a Pritzker.
Dude, growing up, I never heard of Pritzker, never thought of Pritzker. And then last time we were home back in June for the Cubs game, I think I noticed 3 or 4 buildings with Pritzker engraved in the stone from like 100 years ago or something.
Dude, no, they run deep. It's crazy.
Yeah, I had no idea that, but that's the real money. That's what people need to realize. The true money, turning the wheels behind the curtain, the real people, kind of the puppeteers manipulating the scenes, man. You never hear their name. You never see their faces in the news. You know, we know of Bezos and Musk because these are guys who want to have their faces out there, and maybe the powers that be that control them want them as their faces, right?
Right.
But with the Pritzkers and just a whole lot of money out here in Denver, you know, you hear the names like out here, the Tebow family owns.
Tebow.
Yeah.
Tim Tebow?
No, unfortunately, no relation. Which is crazy that he came out here and was a phenomenal player for a couple of years. Actually, I mean, I was swept up in the Tebow mania. Don't get me wrong here. But Tebow is a contractor, and he came out here back in the 80s or 70s and basically just bought everything. And now he owns everything has Tebow on it. Everything. It's just like the Pritzkers.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Why is our family such losers? We haven't had a winner.
No winner. Unfortunately, we immigrated here in the 70s, though. So a lot of these people kind of had...
they were already established.
They were here, and, you know, 60s, 70s, that's kind of still the time where you could, like, wander into, like, some land and just claim it, you know?
Right, and it's now Denver.
And now it's Denver. Yeah. Yeah,
Good
man.
call.
Denver just had their 100. We had our 149th birthday this week. Very exciting stuff. And I did a little reading on the history, very interesting on how Denver actually got its name and how it kind of started up 150 years ago. Obviously, prospectors coming out here to get down with the gold rush, right? That was a huge thing back in those days.
Right.
And then when they were hanging out around here, kind of establishing a zone, they decided to link 2 major railroads up in Wyoming. And so it naturally ended up crossing what became downtown Denver, essentially. And Denver is just the cross point of 2 major river systems and a railroad. That's how you get cities, basically. That's how you get it, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Interesting stuff.
Damn.
But it was only 150 years ago. So, you know, when was Chicago?
That's how I was thinking. Well, that's 1875?
Somewhere around there, yeah. That's right, man.
Chicago was the same thing. They say I think it was the mobsters in Chicago are what stole it from St. Louis.
Wow.
Because everything was supposed to run through St. Louis, but then they got everything to run through Chicago, railroad.
That's wild.
And then the interstate, and then that was it.
And I think maybe what happened in Denver, similar to what happened in Chicago, major food processing places.
Right.
And so that's how they ended up just being major hubs. Denver, obviously, it was just such a natural middle zone for the rest of the country. You can kind of just get to this point, crisscross, and go the other way. So it's kind of cool how that all happened. But, you know, all the land's been taken at this point, so there's no room for a guy like me to go through and claim some land.
You just got to go find something, man. Just
no, actually, here in Colorado, lots of homesteading, and I've driven past places where there are some cheap grows on some cheap land, and to get to those grows, you're bopping and hopping over dirt pathways, man, and it's pretty wild. And then you see these magnificent homes that people have just built themselves out in the middle of nowhere. It seems very pleasant.
That's awesome.
But,
God,
you know,
hard, but
better. Man, well, you know, you live long enough in suburbia or downtown any metropolitan area, and you start to really crave that, you know, isolation in the wilderness, right?
Just no traffic, dude. If I could not be in traffic, man.
Absolutely, dude. Which brings me around to we're doing history, and Mike, we are the Dude Man podcast, and I caught the other day on NPR, Dude, the history behind the word.
It's got to be
dude.
racist.
Not racist, actually, believe it or not. Yeah. So, Dude basically became a kind of slang for sissy nannies from the East Coast, like this fella. So back in the late 80s, these sissy nannies, who were basically the hipsters of their era, they they were referred to as dudes, and the whole thing kind of stuck. It's loosely a reference to Yankee Doodle Dandy, the old war song, which was one of the most popular songs of that era. Yankee Doodle was supposed to be a way to make fun of the folks of that era, and Dude ended up being kind of a shortened version of Doodle, if you will. And so,
I gotcha.
Yeah, all these Yankee Doodles, or dudes, that were the hipsters of their era, humorists and cartoonists often made fun of them and drew funny cartoons about them. And they attribute the phrase dude to a poem that was written in the New York newspaper back in those days that kind of created a little hype for the name as itself, or in of itself. And then it started to evolve in Harlem back in the 1880s, where dudes would go out of these picnics and they would dress up in this garb and like very fancy outfits and stuff. And so it kind of similar again to the hipsters of our modern era, you know, extravagant clothing. And,
we gotta change the name.
Well,
we gotta change this.
I'm still in the 1800s. So then later on, turn of the century, Denver started becoming a tourist attraction. People wanted to come out west and experience the cowboy rancher lifestyle. So in order to draw in the dudes from the East Coast who had all the money and wanted to dress up and cosplay as cowboys and come out and hang out in the West, they would set up these places called Dude Ranch.
Yeah, where the gay dudes went.
And the gay dudes from the East Coast would come out and they'd play cowboy for a weekend and act like they were ranchers and ride the horses and do the whole thing. But their favorite part was getting dressed up in the Dude Ranch get up, right? So they were all about getting dressed. That stuck on the West Coast, filtered out west further to California around 1950, 1960s. Surfer dudes adopted the term dude to refer to one another. And prior to that, 1940s and 30s, they claim black fellas, young black fellas who wore the zoot suits. The zoot suit fellas were
zoot suit riots.
Adopted the dude nomenclature for a little while. And because the black fellas in the zoot suits were dudes, the dudes surfing in California liked the name and rolled with the dude, and then dude became dude, and now we have dude, man. Yeah, isn't that awesome?
Started with the dandies.
It always does, doesn't it?
But it wasn't cool till the black guy started doing
Exactly. Always. It's the same thing. It was cool with the black guys.
Trajectory of the fanny pack.
That's right.
The white guy started doing it, and it became gay again. That's just how it goes.
Oh, man.
The
East
circle
Coast,
of life, my friend.
Yeah, man. East Coast elitist dandies to zoot suit black fellas to the surfer bros. That's the whole dude story. To the Dude Man podcast. Just a couple of fellas saying it like it is. Folks, I can't believe I'm saying it, but there's no doubt about it. This is the fastest hour in the universe. We're keeping it tight on time. Mike has to study tonight. We're doing a second half?
Yeah, we got to do a second half.
We're doing a second half. All right, man. Hell yeah. Are you researching dude right now? I feel like you're researching some dude.
I really don't know any Beyonce songs. It's crazy. We'll just hit next on the...
You got to do Cowboy Carter, man. She's... You don't know Bills? Come on, man. It's more Destiny's Child, but that's all right. Folks, we got so much more to get to. We will be back after the short break. We'll see you then. Yeah. All right.
I should have known better, and I can't feel loneliness, and you don't feel nothing better. I got a new girlfriend. Feels like he's on top, and I don't feel no remorse. And you can't see past my blindness. Oh, Ophelia, you've been on my mind, girl, since the flood. Oh, Ophelia, heaven help a fool who falls in love. I got a little paycheck, you got big plans, and you gotta move. And I don't feel nothing at all. And you can't feel nothing small. Honey, I love you. That's all she wrote. Oh, Ophelia, you've been on my mind, girl, like a drug. Oh, Ophelia, heaven help a fool who falls in love. Oh, Ophelia, you've been on my mind, girl, since the flood. Oh, Ophelia, heaven help a fool who falls in love. Oh, Ophelia, you've been on my mind, girl, like a drug. Oh, Ophelia, heaven help a fool who falls in love.
Oh, yeah. All right, man. Lumineers? Is that right?
Lumineers, my man.
All right, man. Yeah, I remember
Lumineers.
we were just talking hipsters. That was good. A little hipster
Yeah, there you
music
go.
there. All right, man. Yeah, that takes me back to my not barista days, but I was working in a coffee shop back in those days. I was doing prep work, I worked in this joint where it was down on Pearl Street in Boulder, very well-known, very popular coffee shop and bakery. And the guy bakes all the bread for various other stores and donuts and, you know, croissants and all that stuff. And back when I was there, it was me and like a dozen hipster chicks. That's basically who worked there. And
Yeah.
they always had the hipster music station on, Lumineers all the time. Constantly.
Yeah, the baristas are always like piercings.
They do the nose piercing and
weird tattoos everywhere.
Strange tattoos, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're weird folk. I was hanging out with them for a few
lot of
years
armpit
there.
hair.
They definitely have the armpit hair.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's it's funny. I'm glad I was there back then. This is like 10 years ago. I'm assuming the hipster thing with the tranny thing got a little crossfire going on there. Maybe we ended up because I'm looking back on it, the hipster chicks were really into like shaving the sides of the hair and kind of, you had almost a gender bender kind of mix thing going on with that whole movement.
Right.
So, oh man, I just lost you on the audio there.
No.
Oh yeah, it might be me.
Refresh.
What am I? It might be my side. I might have to refresh to be fresh. We'll see. I think it's. There he goes. Just me and Mike. Iron Mike Tyson, that is. We always get these little moments. It might be me, though. Let's see if I get Mike coming in.
Refresh.
Here. I think I might have to.
Wow, damn.
I'm gonna have to do a refresh here. All right. Hopefully, I think you'll still stay on though.
Because Bill Gates is on the docket. Problem. He knew we were gonna talk about him. They always, or maybe it's the chemtrailing blocking his signal. A lot of aluminum in the air over there in Denver. Why is it not recording? Oh no. Can you hear me?
Oh man, I don't know what happened here.
Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah, I think it might just be my side, but the audio has gone totally whacked for some reason.
Hello?
Yeah, I could still hear you. I think it's just me, honestly. That might be what's going on here. Let me see if I can play us a little something, and we'll see if it comes through audio-wise. If not, might have to just do a refresh.
Oof.
I do know we're running tight on time, so...
Nah, that's all right. We could start over, because my recording just stopped.
Oh, no, I think you're good. I think you're good now.
No, my recording stopped. I can't get it to start again.
Oh, really? It's just not,
Not going back.
Not even if you click out on the program and click back in? You got to save it first, obviously, otherwise. Oh, he's out on the restream. Oh, man. We're going
oh, here we go. Okay, now I'm recording.
Hey, nice.
Hey,
all
it's
right.
like it never happened. Like nothing happened. Hey.
Nothing happened. You know what? We'll let this be a lesson for us in the future. We'll never discuss hipsters again on this show. I promise you, folks. We will never talk about hipsters.
That's all right. They rule the world. I didn't even know the Jews were hipsters.
Good call. Yeah, wow. Maybe Ian Carroll will do a deep dive expose on those guys, him and Candace.
You been?
Have you seen what's going on with Candace? There was a rumor that the Macrons were going to drop the charges.
Oh, they have to.
So
they're not willing to provide the proof that she's not a man, which means she's a man.
It's a man, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a man.
That's what that means.
All they did was prove it. I mean,
that's not your mother. It's a man, baby.
That's right. Let's see here. No, I think it was a rumor. Okay, so thank God for AI. What would we do without Grok in our lives, man?
Yeah, Grok is killing it.
Let's see here. The Macrons did not drop their defamation lawsuit against Candace Owens. Instead, they filed a 22-count defamation lawsuit against her in a Delaware Superior Court on July 23rd, 2025, over the false claims made about Brigitte Macron's gender and other allegations. Yeah, all right. So it's still on. Very nice.
We'll see.
A lot of people a lot of folk out there are saying that Candace may have gone a little too hard on this one. Potentially. She might have gotten herself into a little legal trouble, unfortunately.
To be fair, she had to recover from the Jews.
Yes, yeah, she was bashing the Jews quite a bit.
Lost it all.
And the Jews, from what I understand, or Israel at least, I think they're now basically saying they're just taking over the West Bank. and they're going into Gaza, I think, on a full clean out with the claim that they're going to rescue what's left of the hostages.
All right, good. Just end it by now. You know?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what I think we're all hoping
Just
for.
end it. Let's get rid of these Palestinians once and for all.
Oh, man. Dude, are you hearing anything on your end? You keep, you now went back into your fuzz.
Oh, no. No, I don't hear nothing.
Are you still recording on your side?
Still recording.
These are epic breakdowns in technology, man.
Ah, man, letting us down. It's because you have Alan Dershowitz and Bill Gates on the
Alan Dershowitz. Oh man, let me see here. Maybe if I can click this, maybe it'll send it on to another level. And we do have Bill Gates.
And vaccine skepticism and lack.
Yeah, you know what he's talking. Were you able to hear that?
Yeah, sounded good.
All right. We'll try and roll with it. I'm just gonna jump into it since the levels keep messing with us. Maybe we'll get a show out of this one. Bill Gates popped onto my docket, and I decided I was going to throw it on the show only because I love any time I can talk about old Bill Gates here. And we have this measles issue kind of sweeping the country currently, allegedly. I don't really believe too much about it.
I don't know anybody that died. Come on.
No,
nobody's buying this.
It's monkeypox as far as I'm concerned. So measles is going around, and I'm sure if you're watching your local news out there, you've probably seen here and there, them trying to push this scare tactic on the public. It's not really working. So Bill Gates is out there now claiming that we're going to have an issue with measles and all these other diseases with kids because we have a huge problem with anti-vaccination.
Kids in the U.S., if you get measles, maybe 4 per 1,000 will die. And that's terrible, and vaccine skepticism and lack of coverage, has and will create more deaths. In the countries we work in, it's more like 200 per 1,000 because of lack of medical care, nutrition. And so vaccine skepticism in the U.S. kills more children outside the U.S. because it transfers that skepticism than it does inside the United States.
I mean, you missed you missed the most important stat, right? It's like 4 will die out of 1,000, but those are already sick. Those are kids who are already, weak.
Right.
So if we vaccinate the 1,000, we might save 1 or 2 of those 4, but then we're gonna have 132 with autism.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah, man. Great call. And that really spells out the depopulation agenda for me, actually. I guess it was kind of more crystal clear to hear you say it. But, if you do want to depopulate the planet and you think, well, we're going to put out these vaccines and make people think they're good for them, but really it'll kill out a percentage of people. But then on top of it, for the purposes of depopulation, you're going to make this percentage of people totally retarded where they can't reproduce whatsoever. You're going to have another percentage that's on the spectrum, and there's a higher percentage they won't reproduce. And, so I mean, the depopulation...
And it's a win-win, because those 4 are going to die anyways.
Exactly.
The 4 that you save are going to die from... If they don't die from measles, they're going to die from something else.
Yes. Yeah, man. And And then on top of it, what a jackpot for Big Pharma. You now have hundreds of kids out of that one group that are going to depend on Big Pharma for remedies for the rest of their life.
Oh, we didn't even talk about the myocarditis.
That's right.
I'm just talking about the retardation.
Yeah. So what a genius agenda they have put into place here, man. The depopulation agenda is very successful, not just in the immediate effect of killing people off, but you're reducing and eliminating a lot of kids in the future.
See, again, a government program that they they hand off to the private sector.
Yes.
That they do, just like the chemtrailing, that they do very well.
That's right, man. Absolutely. Yeah. All right. Mike, I keep losing your audio somehow. I have no idea why you keep blasting.
I don't know. Sounds good over here.
You said, all right, as long as you're recording fine, we'll mix it into the back end.
For those watching live, the two people, sorry.
We'll get the good audio out of it at least.
It's going to sound great on the podcast.
That's
I do like how he was like, we need to vaccinate our kids here. Like, he's essentially saying no kids in America die from the measles because we have good health care and we're healthy. But we need to vaccinate our kids and give them autism so that we protect kids in other countries.
Dude.
But not even, but Frank, not even because we're somehow spreading our virus to them. No. It's the skepticism.
Right.
You need to vaccinate your kid and give him autism so that this person in the third world country, they won't feel skeptic about vaccines. What kind of...
Dude, it's the same logic with the mRNA gene therapies. They were pushing this whole idea of, I took my vaccine, but I'm not protected until you take yours. Like, how does that even...
so it doesn't work.
No? Yeah, it works.
No, it works. It's 100% safe and 100% effective. Well, then why do I need it?
Exactly, dude. It's just this whole idea of, you need to take this substance to save this other person over there who has nothing to do with it.
Right. And then it was, well, what about the people who are immunocompromised and they can't get the vaccine? They're going to die anyways. If it's not COVID, I mean, how long are we talking here? I take the shot. That fat person with cancer over there, how much longer do they live?
What was the percentage marker? I wonder at what point, post no longer 100% safe and effective, when did the percentage drop to where they stopped saying you need to take this to save other people?
Right around 20.
Was it 20%?
This is a little ridiculous.
Yeah, that's something like 50% probably to most normal people must have been like, wait.
No, remember they got to 60%. It's about 60% effective. Then when they, instead of lowering it again, then they changed it to, oh, we never said it was effective. You're still going to get COVID, but it's going to keep you out of the hospital. It'll be a less COVID.
Yes, less COVID. And then, of course, when you leave, we'll give you this nice prescription. A little Bill Gates there. Give you a little prescription of Paxlovid, and you'll get diaper mouth in a couple days.
Perfect. Dude, it's so gross what they did.
It's absolutely ridiculous. Are they even selling Paxlovid? Yeah, they're still rocking Paxlovid.
Come on. Of course they are.
Still rocking it.
Probably sending it to India.
Let's see here.
Sterilizing women without them knowing.
They should just give it out with birth control pills. Still being used. All right, this from 2024. So I have not seen anyone mention Paxlovid in the last year. I
mean, I can't believe they finally got it passed. Where I mean, think about it, it's 2025, and now they're like, all right, we're gonna pass this law, no more mercury in the vaccines.
Right.
2025.
Yes.
We were still injecting ourselves with mercury. That's crazy.
I mean, we're still spraying aluminum in the chemtrails. No problems, man. Nobody cares. Come on.
We love our metals. In the air, in our blood. Love them.
Yeah, man. I'm sure there's metal in the water, too. They mix it with the fluoride when it comes out.
What do you think fluoride is?
Yeah, a little fluoride, a little aluminum, put some mercury in there. Yeah.
It's great. It's good for you.
Your teeth.
It's good for your teeth. It's all about your teeth.
Your teeth will look fabulous. You have the pearly white smile.
You're going to be stupid, but your teeth... great.
Well, it works out great because when you're stupid, you just smile for no reason, right? You're just
Right.
you got the pearly one.
You're gonna brighten people's day with that smile.
That's
you know?
right, dude.
As you're bagging groceries at Jewel.
Oh man. So yeah, Bill Gates is in a rough spot right now. He's giving away his whole wealth, right, in the next few years, and then on top of it, there's so many anti-vaxxers. He's not making any more profits.
You can see how desperate he is. The sweater's getting tighter.
I noticed that. Yeah,
the collar's a little smaller.
He's monotone gray too. Gray jeans, gray sweater. He's not doing good. He's in a rough spot.
Looking
Plus,
sad.
Divorcee. He's in a rough spot.
So he's out there on Hinge. It's not working out like he thought.
That's right, dude. Bro, speaking of Hinge, which I didn't know existed, by the way, is this your app du jour, or are you
No,
know, what's
I don't do the
apps? Yeah, it's the apps are boring.
I don't get
anyways.
likes because I'm 5'7".
There you go, 577. You keep forgetting to add the key metric there, my man.
But if you're under really anything under 5'10", just don't even try.
Well, I'm going to brighten up your day and boost your confidence here because Emma's friend has been hanging out with us, and she's a single lady. She lives in Manhattan, downtown New York. So quite a bit to choose from in that area there. And so we were hanging out in the yard the other night, and we were just listening to music and hanging and chatting, and Emma's friend says, You wanna cruise through the Hinge with me and take a look at some of these guys? And Emma's like, yeah, all right. And they jump on, and I'm across the aisle in the patio, and I'm kind of minding my own business and listening to them as they go through profile after profile. The real good ones, they got to turn it around and show me what's going on, right?
Oh, you got a sneak peek.
That's right, yeah. And I have to say, for any fella out there, regardless of your height, what you look like, the color of your skin, sports you've played, or the job you have, no matter who you are, you're going to have a duo of chicks looking at you and saying, and I heard this line hundreds of times, oh my God, ew. Oh my God, ew. Oh, ew. Oh my God, gross. Picture after picture. It didn't matter the height or the six-figure income. None of it mattered because you're a dude. If you're a dude, the chicks are gonna react the same. Unless you're Brad Pitt or Jake Gyllenhaal or something. I don't know. You don't have a lot going for you on these apps. That's all I'm trying to say is maybe don't lean in on it so much or put so much hope behind these apps because even available women or chicks who are in long-term relationships, don't matter. They're going to look at these pictures, say, oh my God, ew, and laugh and giggle at you and go to the next one. There wasn't one guy that came across their screen where they're like, ooh. Not one dude popped up on the screen. They're like,
none
wow.
of the guys holding a fish.
Right.
There's always a fish.
Like a dude with his
Yeah, if you go look on dudes' profiles, they all have a fish.
All right. If you want to be a little different, have like the hook, and on the hook of your fishing pole, have like a fish album from the band Fish.
Oh, genius.
And you'll get one of them hippie chicks out there, right?
Or get a giant shark holding the pole, and you're the fish.
Oh, yeah! See? That's clever, man. Yeah.
Where's AI?
So I didn't know. I have not been on a dating app in probably over a decade. I can't remember the last time I checked one out or even perused one. I was blown away at the new apps they have, especially this Hinge. A lot of fellas with videos on their profile.
Yeah, you do the videos, and it's so stupid.
Video seems to be kind of a popular thing. I thought that was a good idea, honestly, because, a picture, you may think you look fantastic and sexy, but then, two chicks over here in Denver are going, ew, this is disgusting. So video, though, I thought, well, this is a great way, you can engage someone immediately and kind of get the personality out there right away.
Right, good call.
So I like the video. I think the video is actually better than the photograph.
If you have personality.
Right. Well,
You know what I mean?
but when it comes to dating, call me old-fashioned, but personality used to go a long way. Case in point here, folks, I ain't no stud muffin, all right? I'm not cracking the 6-foot barrier there by any means, and I drive a broke-down Subaru, all right? I'm 3/4 out of the closet. I mean, Michelle Obama has broader shoulders than I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not...
Oh, well, I mean, come on. That's like the manliest of the manly.
You're
Don't
right.
compare yourself to Big Mike.
I can't compare myself to someone like Michael Strahan. You know what I'm saying? What am I thinking here? An NFL linebacker like Big Mike Obama.
Nobody compares. Not even her husband.
That's right.
Have you seen them stand next to each other?
Big Mike.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't you remember their first night at the White House?
That's
She
right.
carried him.
That's through the threshold.
While wearing heels.
But for me, not being a tall guy my whole life and not erring on the side of hitting the gym and being, buff or muscular or swole, I never went down that route. So for me to catch the lady out there, it was personality, man. That's all I had.
Nah, you played the guitar. That was the genius move. Young men out there, learn the guitar.
Learn the guitar, yeah.
Or the piano.
If
like
you're
just
too
something to woo them over.
When you're too small to play sports, pick up an instrument.
Yes.
It'll do you much better in the long run.
Good call. And nothing gay like the trumpet. Do
Right. Yeah.
Guitar,
Don't avoid like the
piano,
flugelhorn.
drums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bass, man. I think you got to do bass guitar. If you're a young fella out there, you want to get into a garage band, play the bass guitar. There are no bass players. Everyone's always looking for a bass player. Bass players, man, you'll always have a gig, you'll always have a job, you'll always have a band to play with. And I feel like that's the best trajectory to getting like studio gigs if you're good enough. You get into that's where you want to play the studios. Guitar players, everybody's a guitar player.
Dime a dozen.
Yeah, man, and most aren't that good. All right, most are just average, run-of-the-mill, basic guitar players. It's very rare you get the Jimmy Page out there or the Jeff Beck, someone who could just tear it up on their own. So,
dude, on Kill Tony, they got the band, and apparently they're like one of the best bands in Austin.
All right,
which is crazy. But what's so funny is a guest will come on and like do his little comedy thing, and then during the interview, he'll be like, "I do play guitar." So they have an electric guitar that they give him.
Nice.
Dude, it's so funny because almost every single time they start playing and it's dog shit.
Yes.
But then the band picks up and like around him and turns it into like the most incredible.
Yeah.
They'll like do the lights and then like and then they'll have to stop it and be like, "That's not you. That's this incredible band behind you." Drowning out your shitty music. But like it'll be like a song the guy made up himself. You know what I mean? And
right.
they always do that thing. It's so cool. They'll be like, "See whatever," and the band just knows. It's crazy how good they are.
Or a real musician, you don't even need to tell them the key the song is in. They will just hear it and
every time,
riff it,
dude.
man.
It
Absolutely.
always starts the same. The drummer will start coming in, and
like,
everybody else.
And then the bass chimes in and get the groove established.
And then it just sounds amazing. But it's just the band, not the not the guitar.
They probably, while they turn up, they slowly turn his amp down.
Oh,
right?
Sure.
Like the sound guy just slowly pulls that lever down.
Well, they also have like a horn section too, so it's like
right?
you're getting
the real deal.
You're gonna even hear that fucking guitar.
It's no different than what a lot of these old rockers do on their farewell tours and all that stuff. Like Tom Petty was out there. Maybe he was jamming a bit, but I'm sure the real more intensive songs and jams, he was probably strumming on a very quiet guitar while the guys behind him were riffing it out and playing. That's how you do it, man. But that's hilarious. Yeah, everybody claims to play guitar. Nobody actually plays guitar.
It's always funny to see like up against in anything when you get like a professional.
Yes.
At what they do. You know what I mean? It's really funny.
Yeah, it really is. It's amazing the difference.
I always say it with our guy that does the excavating. He drives the excavator, the bucket.
Oh yeah, man.
Digs the holes. I never really worked with excavators before, so he was kind of like the first guy I ever really was with, and it wasn't until we had to contract out to these other guys that I realized how good he was.
Yeah, dude, nice, man.
Because this guy will dig like. Dude, he'll get you like that close to. You literally could go in there with a broom and like brush the dirt off the pipe. That's how close he gets. You know what I mean? With the other guys, they're like, "That's as close as I'm getting," and you're digging 3 more feet by hand. You know, it's like, what? Come on, man.
Yeah,
That's
good
crazy.
call. That's true with all things, man. Even like food in the kitchen, you can tell when you're working with a pro versus a non-pro, or an amateur, if you will.
Amateur, yeah.
Emma and I went to a Italian shop close by that we haven't gone to in a while, and this is legitimately the reason. We were last there 2023-ish, and they were rocking the face masks. Like hand-knitted ones. Like ones that looked more thick than usual face masks. Like they were torturing themselves for some reason. And this is like after they even announced it. Remember in the planes, everybody like jumped for joy when they announced you didn't have to like.
Yeah,
this was well
that was
after,
crazy.
dude. And Emma and I are like,
I remember that.
We were like, what the hell's going on in this place? Why are they wearing the masks? And they had a sign still on the counter that said, like you don't have to, but it's appreciated for the immunocompromised guests and all that stuff. And that for me, I was like, you know what? Fuck all you people that are still on board with this. I'm just never patronizing your establishments again. If you are all in the mask, I'm never going to your place again. We needed to get some jardinera and some provisions for the weekend, and so it's closer by the house than my other favorite Italian joint, which is more in Denver. So we went down there and to this place, Valenti's, still pretty good. They got nice selections. It's an Italian joint. They got everything. The Marconi jardinera.
Same shit. Yeah, it's all the same shit.
All the same stuff, and so. But they got good subs, or at least I remember them having good subs. They do authentic, regular prosciutto and the capricola, salami, like no nonsense, real Italian stuff. We ordered some subs. They clearly had a high school kid working the counter, probably first day, maybe. I saw this kid. I mean, I wish I had something. He pulled out these red onions for the sandwiches that were about as thick as a donut. It was unbelievable. It was like basically half an onion. It was the most massive onion I've ever seen. He placed 2 of them on our sandwiches. And Emma's like looking at me with her cocked brow, and she's like, "What are we about?"
You got like a whole onion on your sandwich.
It was an onion. He basically put an onion on our sandwiches. It was, and then he added like a mountain of hot peppers, like a mountain. It was, yeah, but not a mountain of hot peppers. You want them spread. I'm a pro, man. I've made some sandwiches in my day, but either way, Emma's getting really worried. She's like kind of hinting she might even say something, or like, what do we do? And I just kind of calmed her for the moment. I said, we'll get back to the house. I'll dice those up nice and fresh. We'll get them out. It'll be perfectly distributed amongst the bread. We'll be able to go have a good sandwich. But it was an amazing moment. You could very clearly just tell by the onion we don't have a professional making our sandwiches. This is a total amateur. Might even be his first day even looking at food. Yeah, like, seriously. All I needed to do was see the onion. That was it. Crazy stuff. All right, man. Well, Mike, we're cruising along, and I'm keeping it tight. And we just did Bill Gates, so it means he's going to cut us off here in any moment.
Yeah, well, we should do the Alan Dershowitz, man.
I was just okay.
Or the John Stossel. I'll go either one.
Oh,
both are a blast from the past.
You sent me the Stossel one, which I really enjoyed. And did I can't remember if I marked where I wanted to start the clip. Let's see here. I'm gonna pull it up though.
John Stossel's doing the Lord's work out there, uncovering the stories we really care about.
They complained that they got nobody watching TV, but they kicked off guys like John Stossel from TV. Like,
I know.
I'd be tuning into this guy's show if it was on television. Same thing. So John Stossel basically does a television show on Twitter now, essentially. That's basically what he's down to.
Yeah.
Because he's a Republican and got kicked off of
It
2020.
gives me like a very 90s vibe.
Yes.
Like how TV used to be. Like
Dateline, 2020.
The investigative reporter, you know. Like,
it's called journalism. They used to do it back in the 90s.
Yeah, I was looking for the word. It's been so long.
But I was thinking about how I love the John Stossel clips, and I like to listen to Tucker's show because these are what TV shows used to be like, but now they're just on the internet. Like Tucker doesn't have a podcast. I don't know if you've checked in his program at all, but like when you watch Tucker's show, it's an interview show. It's a journalism show. He interviews a person that is an expert on a topic, and he does a 90-minute deep dive on that topic, and he asks them journalistic level questions. And it's not a podcast. Podcasting is Joe Rogan smoking a doobie with some other dude, and they're like, "Oh, the Earth was flat 50 years ago." Whoa, dude! You know
they found what under the pyramid?
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Whoa, dude! Like that's podcasting, man. Tucker has a TV show on Twitter, essentially. And then John Stossel, same thing. These are Republican fellas who got kicked off of TV, so they just brought their TV shows to the internet, which is, in the long run, the best bet because people who stuck with their TV shows are getting canceled, like The Late Show with Stephen Colbert and The View. So we got John Stossel. Should I just do it from the beginning? It's pretty, it's a good clip. I really enjoyed this.
Really good clip.
This is a deep dive on roundabouts, and we all know how much Mike and I love discussing traffic.
A traffic circle? Why? This confuses people. Confused Homer Simpson when he got stuck in one in Europe.
I see no being that dead. I'm acting the way America acts best, unilaterally.
I too assumed roundabouts cause problems, but it turns out that although Britain has lots of them,
their overall rate of traffic fatalities is well less than half the U.S. rate.
That's from a Freakonomics podcast featuring the town with the most roundabouts in America, Carmel, Indiana. It's
Indiana, man. Yeah.
It's Jim Brainerd.
You got 133 of them in your little town? It's crazy.
We've converted almost all of our traffic lights to roundabouts because we save lives.
Roundabouts do save lives. This study found roundabouts had slightly more crashes, but many fewer deaths and injuries. It's because of the angle of the cars.
Instead of a T-bone,
I never would have thought about that. I thought this was the most interesting part of the
same,
whole
dude.
thing.
Yes.
12% increase in crashes, 38% decrease in fatalities.
Unbelievable, man.
That's a statistic, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I can actually vouch for how great these roundabouts are in Breckenridge and the Frisco, Silverthorne, Breckenridge area in the mountains here of Colorado. About 3 years ago, they underwent a massive reconstruction of their road system there, and they replaced all their stoplights with these roundabouts. Delivering in that area during the construction was maddening. There's no doubt about it. It was absolutely insanity. However, once the roundabouts were in place, man, does that traffic flow, dude. And there's no congestion. Huh? You're never stopped. You're constantly moving.
And that's awesome. The key is to never stop.
Yes.
Oh, that's genius. I don't know. I love this. We could keep going. But I never thought about that angle of the accident.
That blew my mind. Also, with that angle, you probably have less complete damage of cars. You could probably get the issue fixed if it.
And he's saying you get more time to react. So maybe you still hit, but you swerved a little. You stopped.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's super fascinating, dude. I love this topic, man.
Also, because cars slow down.
You see somebody do something, you're about to have an accident, you have more time to brake.
Slowing people down, though, makes it seem like it'll take longer for cars to get through intersections.
It really doesn't. The statistics are that a roundabout moves 50% more traffic than a traffic light.
Let's drive! The show Mythbusters did their own test and confirmed that compared to stop signs,
the roundabout is a more efficient way to move cars.
look at what kind of television we had to consume back in those days, dude. I mean, we were just as a culture, we were so much smarter. We were busting myths, man. Oh, come on, man. What happened here?
One of them turned out to be a pedophile. The other one.
All right, I take it back. We'll never talk about Mythbusters.
Drug overdose. But the guy with the glasses was cool.
He was, yeah, I like that guy. All right, good. He's my favorite one. Perfect.
Intersection. Not only that.
How many times have we been frustrated sitting at an intersection where you're the only car there, and you
every morning of my life,
yes,
bro.
Literally every day.
Every day.
Multiple times. This was what won me over right here. This alone.
Same here, man. And I'm not gonna lie. I blow the red lights. I do, especially in my neighborhood. 5:30 in the morning. I'm getting to work, and it's a three-way light where there's one road, and then it goes into a shopping mall, and then my road. I'm blowing that light, baby.
Fuck
I'm never stopping there. Yeah, that's right.
got the red light, and you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs, waiting for that light to change.
And not only that. When there are storms, some stoplights stop working.
You know, how many times we've driven up to a stoplight after a storm and you see a police officer there directing traffic? Well, you're paying that police officer a lot of money.
I am sold, man. Please.
I know, you
turn
won
them
me over. Let's do it.
Especially here in Denver, we defunded all the cops, so we have no more cops to do the traffic.
This will work out
yeah, that's
perfect.
right.
Yeah.
So we need the roundabouts, man.
Out the way, folks. Here we go.
A roundabout, they just keep functioning. That saves so much money.
It just looks more efficient from the bird's eye view.
Yeah, see, but the problem is because you're looking at one that was built in a Republican state.
Oh.
See, Chicago, you would squeeze the moving cars in, put a parking lane and then a bike lane, and then just, get rid of all functionality of the intersection.
And then in
just
the
to
middle,
slow down the traffic.
I imagine in the middle you would have some sort of safe space contraption where trannies can go and breastfeed their children in, something like along those lines.
It's inside the dress of the giant black female statue.
That's right.
The dress just opens up.
Yes, man.
Saves so much money.
On top of that,
they're better for the environment. You never come to a complete stop at the roundabout. Tremendous amounts of fuel are saved.
This will ruin the Obama-era initiative where they put the engine kill switches in the cars.
Yeah, the worst thing they ever did to cars.
It would
Literally
render
the
them
worst.
useless officially, finally, man. Unbelievable.
But do you know what I love the most about this story is somebody had an idea that would help traffic move.
Yes.
They implemented it, and it worked. So why can't we not expand on this?
Right. Yeah. But here in Colorado, we're just building more railways to nowhere that nobody wants. And
here we're putting in bike lanes. Like, we're literally just doing what we can to make traffic flow less.
And it is amazing, too. You're talking Chicago, I'm talking Denver. Democrat cities, they're obsessed with ruining traffic and making it more difficult for drivers and improving it for pedestrians and bike riders. And I just gave an example of a mountain town where they did this, and we're talking Indiana and other conservative places where they're not even talking bike lanes. They're literally talking about changing the roads so that way it's more efficient and traffic can get by faster and safer.
No, because the Republican says bike lanes. It snows half the year.
I
know. The fuck are you talking about?
Dude, right on the money, man. Yes.
And finally,
they just flat out look better than what you have at a traditional traffic signal.
This realtor says roundabouts increase property values.
It just adds more green space. It's beautiful.
Many places put artwork in the middle. So to sum up,
it's safer, costs less, and it's better for your community.
It does take a lot of space. That's the only problem. You got to have room.
That's why I've noticed it seems to be probably like a suburban kind of thing. You can do it in suburbia, the mountain towns, like I talked about. But inner cities, man, first you would have to probably rip out all those retarded bike lanes they put everywhere.
Absolutely.
Here in Colorado, in Denver, there's a huge issue that they're trying to bring up with the Denver Council about Denver removing Like 3 years ago, they put in these plastic flappers that divide the road from the bike
Yes.
lane. They're like safety flaps or something. And they were causing safety issues for drivers. And like it was becoming detrimental for people's general safety. So they removed them last year. And now the bike riders of Denver are complaining to the council, and they want them put back in.
Go fuck yourself, every bike rider. I hate the bike riders.
I do too, man. And I was one for many years. I was strictly a cyclist.
Plus, we have a lot of people in like their 50s, 60s. I mean, no, in the 50s. Have you seen the people of Chicago? Half these fat asses can't get on a bike. You know what I mean? Ride a bike to work. Get the fuck out of here.
No, it's ridiculous, dude, that they've tried to push that. But the roundabouts, unfortunately, I really can't see how they would ever implement them in the major cities. We're kind of screwed in these places. But Republican areas,
I'm not
small
saying
towns,
every intersection in Chicago, but you hit the big roads like Cicero, which is a nightmare. You know what I mean? Start putting some roundabouts on that.
yeah, great call.
You know, just to
Absolutely.
get some roads flowing.
Yes.
The problem is we're in just complete gridlock from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m.
The gridlock, I don't know why, it just feels like that's the point. Like they want us
It
in
is the
gridlock.
point.
You know,
No, it is the
they don't
point.
want us
It's the
going
point.
anywhere. They want us miserable and pissed off and stuck in our spot and not getting home to where we want to be. Like that's
the whole
goal.
point, because they want you to move 2 blocks from your work in the city.
Right.
And then you just walk to work or bike.
15-minute city, man.
It's so gross.
Yeah, that's what they want, man.
So gross.
Uh,
then you come out to Maryville and it's beautiful.
yeah, so do you guys
peaceful?
roundabouts in the Maryville
No
area?
roundabouts.
No yeah.
But the traffic just seems to move. Maybe less people. I don't know, but it just moves.
It has to.
The problem wasn't like just Chicago. The problem was there was literally bumper to bumper traffic every day from downtown Chicago past Lombard.
Right.
You
yeah,
know what I
that
mean?
makes
It's like
sense, yeah.
you're in DuPage County at that point, and you're still in bumper to bumper traffic.
It's a cultural thing then. That's what it has to be.
My drive home from school is 30 miles more now, and it only added 10 minutes to the drive.
Oh my god.
That's insane.
Well, you got to think that there's a cultural aspect to this, you know, that you're in a place where like-minded people are traveling and commuting and hanging out together, and I have that issue here, whereas there's no congestion, but there's traffic because I'm surrounded by a bunch of stoners who have no interest in going anywhere, doing anything with their lives. So it's just
I know.
zero movement happening. It has nothing to do with too many cars being there. It's just I could see the space in front of the cars. There's space. I can be going right now, but you morons aren't going anywhere. And
zoned out.
Well, dude, I was thinking about it today. I was navigating, getting into the lane I wanted, and I was going back and forth with a pickup truck with 2 ladders and a mountain of brick and a Prius. And they were for a while kind of neck and neck riding along each other. And I, for 1 second, went behind the Prius and I said to myself, nope. You know the rule, Frank. Never get behind a Prius. Never get behind the Prius. And I slid right back immediately over behind the truck, hauling all the bricks and the rock and the multiple ladders hanging out the back. Within 3 seconds, he just pulled ahead of that Prius, and I was able to sneak ahead of the Prius. And I was thinking about it, how Teslas now are Priuses in my book as well. The Tesla drivers.
Which is crazy because they're so fast.
That's
the fastest car in the fucking road.
It's infuriating.
You're driving you're not accelerating.
Because it's cultural. This is a mentality.
No, it is a mentality.
And this is what I realized specifically with the Priuses, but I think it plays in with the Tesla as well, which is why I'm experiencing the same thing with both drivers, which is Teslas and Priuses, not a lot of resale value there. When you buy a Tesla or a Prius, you're kind of making a social statement for the most part. You're not buying this thing for practicality purposes in my book.
I think it has more to do with, like, you just don't care.
Well,
about cars.
And I think you're on the track
You
with
know?
me, which is why I think you shouldn't get behind the Prius or the Tesla. When I'm behind a Prius, I see somebody in front of me that doesn't think about the future. You are someone who does not plan for the future. You don't think about the future. You don't have a goal for the future. You're not future oriented. And I know immediately because you bought the Prius. You never thought
You're definitely not in a hurry.
you're in no hurry. You got
the
nowhere to
Prius.
go, and you never thought about like maybe I want to sell this car that I'm buying right now in a few
Right.
years. Like, is this something? Is this a Ford F-150 that I could run up to 300,000 miles and bury it into the ground and have it for like 10 years, or a Toyota 4Runner or something like that? Or
Priuses last pretty long though. They get like 300,000 miles.
do they last a long time?
Oh yeah.
So they
you
just
might be
don't-
misinformed about the Prius.
Well, no, I'm just saying they don't move. They don't go anywhere. These people are never moving anywhere, man.
I think it's just somebody like anybody who's ever gotten into a Prius for a test ride and was like, "Oh, this is a good car." They're not in a hurry.
Is
They
there
don't really-
resale value for the Prius, though? I think that's where
Prius, I
my...
think goes, and I think it's the same thing with a Tesla because a Tesla owner is like, "Well, I might have to wait 3 hours to recharge this thing. I'm okay with that."
So they don't value time.
Right, that's the problem. In
All
Europe,
right. We've got
Prius is pretty good.
Prius depreciation of 28%. That's the value depreciation.
No frame of reference.
I don't know. Yeah, what does that mean?
What's a Camry? Probably. about
Oh,
the
wow.
same.
I guess it does have strong resale value.
Yeah, that's
So it's just the Teslas that have no resale value.
because it's full electric.
Full
And
electric.
not really proven. All Toyotas go 300,000, man.
Oh, good call. I forgot it was a Toyota. So really, it's just the car
Yeah.
sucks. It doesn't have any acceleration. So
It's
these
no
are
acceleration. These are people who are not in a hurry. They
these
got
are
nothing
not.
to
So these are
do.
people who maybe plan for the future. I was wrong. They think about the future. They just got nowhere to go and nothing to do.
Right. Oh yeah. No, I'm thinking 300,000 miles from now, and I'm gonna be still on the same couch going to the same job. Yeah. I'm not in a hurry.
Maybe I'm gonna buy a Prius now. I kind of like this. All right, man. I'm a
I'm
Prius
looking-
lover.
I'm looking at a Camry, 2022 Camry. Pretty
I like
crazy.
Toyota. We have the what is it? The RAV4 that we're rocking. It's a kick-ass machine, man. It's got some good features. I enjoy the ride.
Yeah. Well, dude, they're
And-
trying to sell me on like because I want that 2022. It's like $10,000 cheaper. It's only got 30,000 miles. And it's like, dude, it's got everything. It's got a fucking screen, GPS, backup camera, the seats, everything's so nice. This guy's trying to sell me on like what the 2024 has to offer. Dude, I remember driving a 94 Buick. You know what I mean? Like, do you know how fucking nice just the most basic car is nowadays? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, Mazdas are going for like 36,000, I believe.
Yeah, the Camry's good. It's like 32 something, 33.
I don't know if that car market's ever going to go down like we were hoping for.
Well, people keep buying.
I know. Well, it's so much. We're all buying. I don't buy this whole thing that we're in a bad economy because everyone's buying shit now because yesterday I got gas. I'm like, that's it? I was blown away, dude.
I
I'm
know.
like, I don't know. We were so screwed by the inflation during Bidenomics for 3 years that I think we've been in this haze where we just expected everything to be maximum price for the rest of our lives.
I love how they're all trying to push this idea that Trump failed because he said he was going to bring prices down. Okay, he stopped the bleeding. You know what I mean?
Yes.
He stopped the bleeding. The inflation's not out of control anymore. It's going to
Great
be hard
call.
to bring the prices down after you guys destroyed the economy.
I was watching a clip from Breakfast Club with Charlemagne the God, and he had a caller discussing how happy he was with the MAGA movement and with Trump's first 8 months or whatever.
Wow.
And I'm not going to discriminate here, but it sounded like a ethnic fella, if you know what I'm saying. He seemed like he was there with Charlemagne. And
Okay.
so it was two black guys talking about Trump, and Charlemagne kept being insistent that Trump never followed through on his promises. And the caller was like, what do you mean? He's literally following through on everything. Like, like the caller's like, the border is shut down. He stopped all these wars. Like, we're raising the economy's back. Like,
we had negative migration last month.
Yes, for the first time in like 100 years or something.
Insane.
Dude. Yes.
Insane.
Totally insane. And so Charlemagne the God, his belief is that Trump is a liar and is not following through on his promises because he promised that he was going to lower the prices of groceries on day one. And because they weren't lowered on day one, I'm telling you...
I'm sorry it took him 3 weeks because you guys killed 3 million chickens and jacked up the prices of eggs. So that it took him a couple weeks. You know what I mean? The guy's been here for 6 months.
I guarantee this is the talking point of the left because I know that Charlemagne is read in on the talking points and is always pushing the theme.
Well, maybe not
narrative.
Charlemagne, but his eyebrows are always up.
Yeah, that's right. he goes to Nancy's guy for the eyebrows.
Always on top of things. You know?
But he was insistent to this caller. No, Trump promised on day one to lower prices and to stop all the wars. And the caller's like exhausted with this mentality.
So
and
stupid.
He lets out this deep breath and he goes, fine, if that's the hill you're going to die on, you're right, Charlemagne. He didn't lower the grocery prices on day one. But here we are, day 167. The prices are a lot freaking lower than they were on day one. Man.
I mean, your only response to that is, yeah, but we're on like, what is it, day 600 and something, and Joe Biden still hasn't paid back your student loans.
Right.
Trump did it in 100 days. Joe Biden's 600 and counting.
It's just amazing that he's following through on everything he promised in his election. And
the
campaign.
RFK alone, how could you not?
And the caller didn't even get to that, but he did kind of allude to something with the health movement and all that. Dude, the petroleum out of the food dyes.
The migrant situation.
Yes. Dude.
Stock market's at an all-time high. The tariffs that they said were going to destroy the economy is actually bringing money in.
Even Bill Maher is admitting that it's working. And then I think, what was it that I had? Something from CNN. Oh, yeah. I think we could squeeze this in. This is probably the clip of the month here. Even CNN now has to admit that it is historic winning that we are experiencing here. Historic winning. And remember, Trump said, he promised Charlemagne the God, his promise was, you're going to be winning so much, you're going to get tired of winning. So we are at that point. We are almost tired of winning. And Mike, this is such great news. They even had to put up on their little chiron there, no tacos for Trump. They're still
so
rocking the tacos.
Stupid, dude. It's never going to catch on.
Never.
It's never going to catch on. Never a thing. It's not going to be the next FJB. You know? That's the problem. They can't find a Let's Go Brandon.
Well, no, he's too popular. The majority of people like this guy. They like what he's doing.
No, actually, even the people it's just a lot of people like what he's doing.
Right.
Even the people that can't stand him for whatever reason.
If you voted for Kamala Harris and then you're driving down Santa Fe and Alameda with me, you must also be thrilled that you don't have to shoo away the migrants trying to wash your windshield, man. Like, at least admit it's nice to not have to deal with that kind of crap on a daily basis. But we're winning so much, Mike. We are entering FDR levels of winning.
Whoa.
And I think the theme of this segment is going to be love it, like it, lump it, Trump's remaking the United States of America. We can start there with tariffs. What are we talking about? No tacos for Trump. The effective tariff rate, get this, 18%. It is the highest, Omar, the highest since the 1930s, up from, get this, just 2% last year. As I'm going to talk about.
Oh my God. Dude. Even CNN has to admit it now. This is incredible, man.
Not looking good for the Democrats.
In this segment, I can't think of a more influential president during this century, and it starts here with tariffs. He said he was going to raise tariffs, and despite the claims otherwise.
I do want to throw a caveat there. He specified this century, so he's giving Trump like 25 years in that statement.
Oh, good call.
So just keep that in mind. He's lumping in this current.
So he's
century.
better than Bush 2 and Obama.
Obama and Biden.
And
So
Biden.
yeah, it's
okay.
good. It's pretty
All
good.
right.
It's high praise.
He is, in fact, doing that. The effective tariff rate at this point looks to be 9 times as high as it was last year, the highest since the 1930s in FDR, Omar.
And the effective tariff rate is up from 2% last year, for those that might see the banner there. Tariffs, though, aren't the only way Trump's remaking policy in America, right?
It is not the only way that Trump is remaking America. What are we talking about? Well, let's jump. The other big thing that Trump ran on, right?
So boring.
They're the worst, man. But the numbers
so
are
bad.
that's the best part. The numbers is where we're gonna get our jollies from here.
Is immigration. How about net migration into the United States? Get this. It's down. It's going to be down at least 60%. We may be dealing with, get this, negative net migration to the United States in 2025. That would be the first time there is negative net migration in this country in at least 50 years. We're talking
Yeah. All right, man.
Talking about down from 2.8 million in 2024. So Donald Trump has always run on
2.8 million, dude, in 1 year,
Oh,
man.
there's so many people.
Holy cow, that's ridiculous.
Chicago's only 3 million.
Oh my god, dude.
You know?
The population of Chicago streamed through the southern border in 1 year.
Come on in, guys. Man.
tariffs, and he's running a hawkish line on immigration. And on both of those issues, we are seeing record high tariff rates for this century going all the way back, well back into the early part of the 20th century. And when it comes to immigration, net migration, we are seeing record low levels, way down from where we were during the Biden administration. We are potentially looking at negative net migration for the first time in at least 50 years. And that is a big reason why.
Keep
and I'm saying
repeating
that Trump, at
themselves.
least
Dude. CNN is terrible.
They're running out of
a terrible
talent.
show.
in my mind, is the most influential president, certainly this century, and probably dating a good back chunk into the 20th century as well, Omar.
So we
All right.
Oh, so he'll give him Clinton and Bush.
No, he goes on. There's a little more, but he basically goes on and says that the numbers we're seeing dates back to FDR. He quotes FDR several times in this clip, and the whole point is Trump is remaking America in the MAGA image, and we haven't been doing this well since the 1940s, basically.
Good. I hope it keeps going. I hope it keeps going. And all you people that didn't vote for him should be happy that America's doing good.
Yes.
You're doing good. You know?
Yes, man. Well,
it's good for everybody.
You're always supposed to cheer for the president whether or not you voted for him. I mean, we shit on him all the time, but we were cheering for Biden to do something good with our country. It just happened to be that every day we were deeply disappointed by every choice his administration decided.
Not by
to make.
him, but the 32 people with the auto.
The auto pen.
That's who was disappointing us. Yeah. So I forgot who I was listening to, but they broke down the tariffs and they were like talking about why it might be working. And they were saying that they overestimated how much our imports matter. Because apparently it's only like 15% of the goods.
Wow.
Which kind of blew my mind.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, actually. That's all we're tariffing on the imports?
No, apparently like all the shit we consume, like 15% of it is imported.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
So we're making all our own shit? That's what we're doing here? We're
a lot of it is like we import the parts. But then the shit's made here.
All right, nice.
I guess. I don't know, man. I didn't really understand.
All right, USA.
Seems like everything's made in China.
I know, or Vietnam, or Venezuela. I get a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, but
nice. Well, we're making America great again. So much so, CNN has to admit it. We're winning so much, even CNN has gotten tired of the winning.
Oh, keep it up.
Keep it up. We need it. Let's spread some of that MAGA to the blue cities now. Get it inside Denver and Chicago. Turn these places around. Probably not. I'm just going to have to join you in Indiana, looks like, in the next year.
Everybody come flee.
That's right, man. We're coming to Indiana.
Believe your politics.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Where they are, you know?
Well, Mike, I can't believe I'm saying it. There's no doubt about it. This is the fastest hour in the universe. We covered pretty much everything I wanted to there, save for the chemtrails, but you know I can always save that for the next one.
Next one.
That's right, man.
They'll always be there.
Always. They're doing it right now, folks. They're spraying us like bugs, man. We will be back on Sunday. I hope everybody has a great rest of your week. Thanks for hanging out.
Sunday.
Enjoying the good times, great oldies. Make sure you wish Mike good luck on his big test tomorrow.
Thank you.
The DJ Rodfather will be DJ Plumfather starting in the next 24 hours or so.
We'll see.
We'll see. All right, folks. We will be back on Sunday. We'll see you then. Enjoy the rest of your week. DJ Rodfather here with some jams to play us out. All right.
Billy Squad.
Yeah, very nice, man. We'll see you next time.
You give me something way beyond revenue. You put the magic